When the British colonized Uganda, they gave jobs and education to the people in the south, but forced the Acholi people of the north to become laborers and soldiers. After independence, the Northerners rebelled, and since that day, the North and South have fought each other for control of Uganda. A rebel leader from the South, named Yoweri Museveni, came to power in 1986. The Northerners rebelled, and a boy named Joseph Kony joined a group of rebel fighters that became known as the Lord's Resistance Army, or LRA. He rose to leadership proclaiming spiritual powers, and he promised success to those who fought with him. Kony never came close to overthrowing Museveni, who is still the president of Uganda today. Over the years, Kony lost the support of his people, and in frustration, he brutally attacked them and began to abduct children to fight for his rebellion. In the last 2 decades, Kony has kidnapped over 30,000 children for his army. In 1996, Museveni forced the Acholi into displacement camps. Though the camps were originally meant to protect people, the conditions are so terrible 1,000 die every week as they wait for emergency relief. We didn't understand how one rebel fighter, Joseph Kony, could terrorize millions.
He said that Kony is around here, you yourself you will run away. After now I fear him because he is somebody using spirit. His eyes has become red in color. Yes, he walk in water. He will do anything he like.
You know, everything is so illogical about it. They don't have territorial claims. They don't have political claims. It's just a cultic group around this figure of Joseph Kony. Joseph Kony is like the Messiah. He's like Jesus Christ. And the next hour, they're just killing innocent people. For nothing, for no reason.
This rebel leader, Joseph Kony, why chop off somebody's mouth? Of what meaning is it? Of what political interest is it?
I believe that there are people in this world who live for evil. And for me, Joseph Kony is a very clear example, because he has made the life of hundreds of thousands of millions of people absolutely miserable. What a waste of life to live for that.
Father Carlos had almost died trying to meet Kony, but he told us about an Acholi woman who had succeeded, Betty Bagombe.
I thought, well, if people are dying, this is a calling. I think I should go. Chances of coming back alive may not be very good. I put it at 50-50.
So it was just you?
It was just me. From LRA, my God. It was very scary.
But there's young kids.
Yeah, oh yeah. In fact, the children who guided me all the time were maybe 11, 10, 11. They poured their oil on me. They grabbed me by the neck sometimes. All kinds of weird things, very scary. First of all, I was just amazed at his own security. You know, the people who stand around him, he swerves this way, they swerve with him. And so he talks, his eyes are all red. So it really sends down fear. One considers himself a god. Even me, as a person, was skeptical about, is this somebody who is ready to relinquish that control, power, and influence he has? Is this possible? I personally signed letters, 25,000. If you come out, I'll receive you, I'll resettle you. And LRA started defecting in large number. That was a huge turning point. Then LRA reacted by doing this. They started mutilating, cutting off, because people were defecting in large number, pleaded with him. The magnitude of killing we're going to do is going to shock the whole world. 3 months later, the Atiak massacre took place, where over 300 people were massacred, children. When I went there, it was traumatizing. That's not even the word.
Each time Betty has come close to a peace deal between the LRA and the Ugandan government, Kony has backed out, allowing this war to continue for 23 years. Despite the dangers of contacting the LRA, we wanted to hear from their own mouths why Kony continued to back out of the peace talks. We weren't talking to the child soldiers who make up 90% of their army. We were talking to the men that held them captive. Hello?
We came here in 2003, and we turned around in Gulu, and that's when we saw the night commuters, and we really began seeing the suffering of the children in northern Uganda. And so we decided then it is time that people understand about this war and why this war is going on. And so we have come back to open our ears and to open a channel of dialogue.
We corresponded with the LRA through the phone, letters, and video for months.
We realized that there's two sides to every story. This war is only going to end two ways, by the gun, by peace, and we favor peace.
We wanted to help find a peaceful way to end this war and bring the child soldiers home.
So they think you guys want to help. You are the last batch of people they trust. If this time you guys fail to bring the LRA out, then the war is never going to end.
You guys, they really trust you.
Who talks?
The rebels.
When you say the rebels, are you talking about like Joseph Kony and Vincent O.T.?
Yeah. We didn't try to blow them.
We're so young.
After contacting the LRA, we didn't know where to start, so we started with what we knew.